Well, I'm here at the Boxx TV stand here, IBC 2017. We always like to come and visit these guys and have a chat with them. And we're going to have a chat with Dal Bilton, the CEO of Boxx TV. Hi, Dal. Good to see you.
How you doing?
Yeah, very good. For those who don't know, first of all, give us a little bit of a history of Boxx TV.
Yeah, well, we've been. This is our 10th year actually, and we started off in the humble sort of SD market, selling analog links, and then the first digital links at 2.4 gig. And 12 frames delay, and we've moved on fairly sharply in the third year to the low latency, high definition market. We were the first to bring to market the zero delay systems, and a lot of competitors followed soon afterwards, which is kind of good and bad at the same time. What it meant was we were going the right way. I always worry if I'm going out on my own that I'm either very right or very wrong. We knew as soon as we got some major competitors that we were doing something very right, and that's led us to where we are today.
So obviously it's really important in this industry to have partnerships. What are you guys doing? You got some strategic partners to talk about?
Yeah, well, in fact, we were approached by a major camera manufacturer to make an integrated product with them. So that's going really well at the moment. I don't want to say too much about that because obviously we're under NDA, but we're working very closely with them to have a product out soon.
And again, obviously your technology relies heavily on compression and compression algorithms. And how do you guys keep up with this? Is it always changing, always needing to develop?
Well, that's it. It's a constantly developing market, and we're constantly trying to meet the needs of the broadcast industry. It's a challenge now to get very high quality, very low latency, very lightweight systems to be able to deal with small cameras that are very, very high quality pictures, 4K, even 8K now you're sort of seeing over there. So we're constantly having to work with compression algorithms, more efficient compression algorithms. We're having to work with higher powered processors in order to try to create a system that can meet these demands. I would have to say, whilst we've got 4K on the bench, I think we're still a way off getting a full product out. So I don't want to go out there saying, you know, we've got a delivery date or anything. What we have proven and what we have established is that we've got a system that can in fact transmit full 4K, and I think that we'll be again the first in the world to do that.
Fantastic. While I've got you here, let's talk about market. How's it been in the last sort of 12 months?
The market, after a challenging 12 months prior, the markets, we're finding it surprisingly buoyant this year. We've come back very nicely. We had a very odd consequence of the EU referendum last year, and that was that the pound dropped in value by about 20% the next day. So suddenly we started getting a whole bunch of inquiries and orders from North America and from Europe. And what had transpired is that we became significantly cheaper than our major competitors. So that was something I'd love to say that I did something to contrive this situation. I did not, and that's been going great guns for us. So our sales are well and truly up this year as a result of that.
Which obviously helps because you guys are always developing, you're always moving forward. You're talking about the 4K transmission up and coming. This costs money.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you really can't get any R&D in this industry done for less than about £1 million. We've already sunk a substantial amount of that into our product development, and I guess we're still talking to people about funding opportunities and perhaps taking a stake in the business. We haven't. I haven't gone with any of those options at this stage. I will say we're still fully bootstrapped, and that gives me complete control over what we're doing. I do understand, however, that it's sensible perhaps to give up a little bit of control in order to make sure that we get the R&D done right, we spend the right amount of money on it, and when we get that done, we can get the volume purchases up so that we can get the cost of materials down.
Great talking to you, Darryl. We're going to go and talk to one of your colleagues, Hadi, about some of the technical side and some of the kit that you're showing here at IBC. So let's go and do that. So Hadi, we've just appeared at this part of the stand. We've got quite a bit to talk about. Yep. First, this is amazing. Tell us about what we're showing on here.
Oh, we got everything here. We got Meridian, we got Zenith, and we got Atom. Meridian, obviously, the first zero delay in the market. And we're still proud of it. There's still a lot of ENG cameras out there. And you know, people are still using it. I'm sure the size of the cameras are, decreasing, but people are still using Meridian. It's reliable. It's got HDSDI composite. Still, people use it. So Zenith IP-based product, long range is amazing, and it's got 2-frame delay, but for screen, live events. I actually used one of these on the air show, and following an aerobatic plane, just amazing. So going to Atom now. Atom, obviously, we got a lot happening on with Atom. We still got a lot of accessories. We got the director's monitor here. We got 2 built-in receivers in there, which you can switch between camera A and B. Again, light, still the best. So yeah.
Now you mentioned, I'm going to just pick up on that. You mentioned switching. Now how much delay do we have between switching on this?
Less than a frame. So yeah. Yeah.
This is true latency-free switching.
Quick, yeah. Yeah, very quick. And that's what it matters to directors. So yeah.
Fantastic. So we've looked at this. Now I spoke to Darryl earlier. He mentioned something about 4K and 4K transmission. Where are we at with that?
We are working on 4K. It's like, compression versus latency. Trying, compress more, you increase the latency. So that's what we're working currently, trying to bring the latency down. And in our world, it's all about simplicity. It needs to work, plug and play. That's what we care about. It's always been like that. So we're keeping it that way. And until we get to that stage, we're not releasing a product. So yeah.
So we can say you're working on it, it's in development.
It's in development, yes.
Brilliant, Hadi, thank you very much for speaking to me. Obviously, if people haven't been able to come and see you here at IBC and they want to find out more about your great range of products, what's the website?
The website is www.boxx.tv.
Hadi, thank you very much. Well, there you've had it. So we spoke to both Darryl and Hadi here at Boxx TV. So you're fully up to date on where they are. And of course, you can always find out more information on their website. To find out more of what we've been doing here at IBC 2017, you'll find that on our website, KITPLUS.com.